Hey folks, welcome back. And it's the 7th week of the 2024 fall Mirliton season here in Mobile, Alabama. And things are kind of basically what you've been seeing the last month or so. It's like deja vu all over again. But while I'm out there looking over my vines, I might actually have a bit of a revelation, something I'm thinking about trying out. See if we can maybe get off center here. So let's go out in the backyard and see what's happening along the old Mirliton man cave. Oh, and thanks again for all those who've already subscribed to the David J. Hubbell YouTube channel. And if you haven't done so, just go over there and hit that like and subscribe button and share with all your Mirliton loving friends if these videos have been helpful to you. Well, it's the 7th week of the fall 2024 Mirliton season back here in Mobile and along the Gulf Coast. And well, see if we have found anything that's done different over the last, I don't know, 7-8 days since I've filmed last. Still a lot of nice new growth. It's a little past mid-October now. So the good news is that plant's still viable. We're in the 50s in the evenings now, and mostly getting around the 80s. Once again, all these buds we've been seeing have not really done anything. You might hear a squirrel chomping in the background there. So I've been kind of perplexed about why I'm not seeing any flowering actually taking place. Got all these buds. It's like everything's ready to go, but it hasn't gotten off, base, so to speak. And it's been like 3 or 4 weeks now. We've had all these potential opportunities, and I've seen a few males and a few females. So the only thing that I could think of that I could possibly do is make sure it's getting enough water is one thing. So there's 2 things, I guess. But the other thing is that if I pan over here, you see what I've got is a light. That light usually is on at night and illuminates the back. So we know that Mirlitons flower when the days are shorter. And I know Dr. Hill said that he would always turn off his lights so that they don't somehow cause the plant maybe some confusion in their realizing that the days are shorter. Now, I haven't had to do that in the past. You can see that my little females we saw last week are shriveled up, didn't get pollinated. But I hadn't done that in the past. So I don't know whether because of the way my yard changes over the years with light. One thing I will say is with a lack of rain, we have had very few cloudy days. We had a lot of sun. Temperature's been moderate, comfortable actually. So if I wasn't worried about my yard, it'd be perfect weather. I actually see a female flower there. But from a standpoint of trying to grow it, it's really maybe not conducive for the ideal situation. So last week what I did is I watered pretty heavily, and I think at the end of the week, right before the last episode, I ended up hitting it with some fertilizer, put some more rabbit droppings that we had out there, but that's all I've done. But starting yesterday, we're going to do an experiment and see how effective the lack of light does on prompting these buds to put forth some effort. I go check on the back side, but right now That's what we see on this side. I think this is possibly some squirrel damage causing this to deteriorate some. This part actually doesn't look too bad from this vantage point. Maybe it's a little more shaded back here. Oh well, look here. What is that I spy? It's a male flower. Finally. So, based on the theory, this is the back end. It's more shaded, it's more dark back here. But I haven't seen a whole lot of, haven't seen quite as many buds over this side. So it's encouraging. And maybe between the dryness and the just overall heat, maybe the plants have become a little bit stunted. So I think the reports I get from some of the growers in Fairhope who have got some of the descendants of these vines, she's starting to see some of them coming on now. So I appear to be still a week or so behind. And then our friends up in North Mobile County, they're growing the Papa Sylvester, and they're actually going to be picking some. I mean, I got bees over here. I just need the buds, the flowers. So we're going to see. We're going to test that theory this week and see if it helps. Maybe it's just all about the timing. And I'm going to do a little more watering and keep the lights out. Maybe that's the problem. It's too intrusive on the male and females. They just need a little quiet time. Maybe I'll put a little berry white on too, who knows. Top view. Well, the mooch isn't here, but looks like galoshes is available. Vigilant. Stand and watch over the backyard. Hoping to get a squirrel, bird. Kind of like Batman. Galoshes, and you see the mooch, tell them we were here. Yep. So there's my game plan, folks. Like I said, looks pretty much the same as what we've been seeing, but I think what I'm going to do this time is turn those lights out. Turn that big floodlight off and see if that makes a difference. It's really odd to me that it's been, like I said, a whole month and I've got nothing but buds on there, yet nothing's changed. And the only thing other than giving it a little more water, I did fertilizer off and on, I've done watering off and on, but nothing seems to have made a difference. So it needs water, but I think it also needs a little more darkness. So we're going to go ahead and turn that floodlight off and see what it does. And in next week's episode, hopefully we'll have some changes that'll at least prove beneficial, at least get us off of center there with the Mirliton buds. So we'll see. So if you have any questions on what you've seen in any of the last few videos, just feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below or send them to me at rpcajun2r@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can find all the in-depth Mirliton information you could use at mirliton.org, mirliton.org. You can also check me out on the Rainy Cajun podcast with my cousin Jeremy Hubbell. We're also on YouTube under Rainy Cajun. We do a weekly, well, it comes out about twice a month, and trying to interview and stay in touch with our Louisiana heritage for those of us who are expats. So hope you all check that out as well. Appreciate it, and I will see you next week.